Okay, this is a bit more of a specific topic, but how to hold the microphone as a beatboxer. Now, I need a microphone to demonstrate, but I'm using this one to record, so I don't want to really mess anything up. So we're all going to pretend, everyone, we're all going to pretend that I have this brand new SM58 Shure microphone. And this is a pretty standard microphone for karaoke and singing. You might see it at bars or whatever. And it's top sensitive if I remember correctly. So you usually sing into the top of it. Quick note, this actually depends on whether the diaphragm of the microphone is oriented that way. So I don't know what happened to that other water bottle, but basically there are some microphones where the diaphragm, which is the thing that actually records your sound, it might be placed more like vertically aligned with the microphone, or it might be placed horizontally. For this microphone that I'm using, it's a horizontal diaphragm, so I need to speak into the side of the microphone. But for the Shure SM58, it is a vertical or top diaphragm, so you just have to sing into it in the top, but just make sure whatever microphone you're using that you sing into it in the right way. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Now to represent this, I'm going to use this water bottle that I have, and the main thing to keep in mind in terms of holding the microphone between singing and beatboxing is that when you're singing, you want to hold it a little bit away from your face, but when you're beatboxing, you want to hold it as close as you can. When you're singing, you usually want to hold it a few inches away from your face, so usually a few fingers, kind of like that. And that's so that the microphone can capture a sound that's more balanced and clear, and it doesn't have too much distortion or anything. If you're singing and you bring the microphone too close, then you might start to hear all these lower frequencies that you don't want to hear on the microphone. It might make things sound really muddy. You might start to hear all these consonants like p and ch, which you don't want to hear, and also too many breathing noises. But with beatboxing, it's different because you actually want those sounds. Beatbox really relies on these percussive sounds, these bass-heavy sounds that you usually want to avoid when you're singing. And this is so much so that at these a cappella competitions, usually the beatboxer microphones are tuned and adjusted differently behind the scenes to actually boost some of these bass-heavy sounds. So there really is a difference. So actually what you want to do with the microphone when you're beatboxing is hold it as close as you can to your mouth. So usually what I would do is just hold it by like the top and put it literally as close as you can. Like you put your finger underneath your nose and just hold it like that. Another way to hold it would be like this. Just put your finger on the side of your nose. Just like that. That's the one that you actually see on WikiHow for how to beatbox. But yeah, if you do all of this, then it'll help make sure that those beatboxing sounds are really nice and clear and crisp. Another thing to keep in mind is spit. It will happen. It'll happen a lot. You probably won't damage the microphone itself because the microphone usually has a filter on the inside that captures dust and debris and things like that. But it can get kind of nasty if you keep spitting way too much. So just keep that in mind as you practice the sounds. Try to reduce the amount of spit that you're spitting out. But don't be afraid, especially if you're learning a brand new sound. It's okay. Just get on the mic and practice. It doesn't really matter if you're spitting everywhere. Also, even after years of practice, you might still spit everywhere when you beatbox. It'll definitely be a lot less, but sometimes when it's really intense, you just gotta deal with it. That's okay. It's natural. Anyways, we only have one more video left in this course, and then I'll do a little summary at the end. In the next video, I'll be talking about how you can write a beatbox part into sheet music, because beatboxers are musicians too. Anyways, I'll see you there.